First, let's do Wrath of the Titans. Brian, what is Wrath of the Titans about?
Wrath of the Titans is the sequel to Clash of the Titans that came out a few weeks ago, or if not a few weeks ago, a few years ago. But it follows Perseus, who's not fighting the gods this time around, but he's fighting with them to save humanity from the Titans and their big boss, Kronos. And Kronos has escaped his prison in the underworld. So with the help of the warrior queen Andromeda and his cousin Agenor, who is actually the son of Poseidon, they delve into the depths of the underworld to rescue Zeus, defeat Kronos, and save the world as they know it. So, did you see the 3D version or the regular version?
I actually saw the 3D version. Yes.
Okay.
So what did you think of it?
I thought the 3D version was very good, but not really spectacular. I wasn't blown away by it like I was, say, in Hugo. But
can we mention Hugo just one more time? Go ahead.
Squeeze it in there when I can.
Every chance you get.
So, but I really like, what the 3D effects with Kronos. He was the lava guy that you see in the previews. The shifting prison they had in there was pretty neat, and some of the fighting scenes. Let's see, Wrath. It does introduce a few more mythological characters, such as the Minotaur and the Cyclops, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a tiny little nod to the original movie, which in a way was cool, but leads me to the kind of one of the bad things about it, which was that nod to the original movie. It was done pretty poorly, but
did you think like same as I did, where they really seemed to want to pretend like the first one never happened?
Yeah, it was really like there was really not much of any reference to the first one.
Yeah, you can actually see Wrath of the Titans and have never seen the Clash of the Titans.
Right.
Which I thought was kind of weird. It was kind of weird. I kind of on the same thing. I thought it was much better than the first movie. I didn't like the first one at all. I really went in pretty psyched for it because I'm a big fan of the 81 flick. And then when I went and saw it, it was just so bland. Sam Worthington was just bland. I mean, the first movie was just bland. This one, I thought Sam Worthington was actually pretty good. So I was surprised. He seemed like he was having fun. And they let him, it's funny because in this one, they let him speak in his normal accent. Like, that's how he normally talks. But in the last movie, he didn't have an accent at all. I thought that was kind of funny. It's kind of like they said, all right, realize you can't really act when you're trying to hide your accent, so just let it go. Just let it go.
We'll let you talk normal and just relax. Go with it.
Just chill, man. It's all good. The action, I thought this time was really fun. Brian's right when he's talking about the 3D. The 3D was really good, actually. And I don't really get into 3D movies that much. I rarely ever pay the extra money to see it. The only reason we did is because we couldn't make the earlier one, so we're like, all right, fine, we'll see 3D.
And if I may, real quick, just the previews for the Avengers in 3D was pretty badass.
Yeah, that's pretty badass. It kind of almost makes me want to see Avengers in 3D.
Yep. So,
but
sorry,
I'm not convinced that was filmed in 3D until I know for sure. I don't know if I want to see that one. But the action's really fun. The special effects look phenomenal. The movie looks great. It really looks great. The only thing I thought there's a lot going on a couple times where it was kind of hard to follow here and there. Specifically with the God stuff. I just thought that it got a little overdrawn, a little over melodramatic, whatnot. But I love that they made the gods more relevant. Like, they're really integral to the story, and I don't think they really were in the last movie. And they were kind of cheesy in the last one. So all in all, I give it 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I was going to give it. I gave it about a 6.5 out of 10. Mainly because I think the 3D made it a little bit better, a little bit more enjoyable. So I probably bumped it up a little bit because of that. I really kind of thought the plot was kind of slow and dreadful. Just the general story.
Yeah.
Not trying to really, not really ruin anything, but like the Cyclops are really, I wanted to see more of them, the Minotaur. I know they're just minor plot points and stuff, but it was just like I don't know, it was just kind of hard. They were so, I guess, pivotal at a certain point. It was just kind of like, that's it.
Yeah, they just kind of go away from it. It's like, look at this special effect, let's go. Look at that special effect, let's go. Look at that one,
Right. But overall, I mean, like I said, the few negative things aside, it really is generally an entertaining movie. And, I mean, it's not going to make, my favorites for 2012, but it is entertaining. And if you got the chance to go see it in 3D, check it out.
Mm-hmm. But unlike the first movie, I would recommend actually watching it. So there you go. There's a difference. The Clash of the Titans, I thought, was one of the worst movies that came out that year. So.